played these recently. All this BS about contracts and not, you sign the contract, you should fulfill what's on there. Not I'm just not going to fight anymore and I'll take you to court. That's where this seems like it's going. I'm dead serious. Now, I have no proof of this, but we've seen Manny and Bob bicker over this before and where it ended up. I wouldn't be surprised if this one again ends up in court over Manny Pacquiao thinking that he should make more than $5 million a year or a fight, excuse me. And he shouldn't. The numbers don't add up to it anymore. So I don't see Pacquiao versus Floyd happening for the simple fact that Floyd Mayweather wants too much money. Okay, yes, Manny wants money, but when you look at Floyd Mayweather, he's in a whole nother level, Lee. This guy's asking for 200 million. This fight simply doesn't do it anymore. It doesn't even do. Manny can't even.
But let's be perfectly honest. Outside of Floyd fighting Conor McGregor, like literally, that's who he has to fight to make that kind of money. Are you trying to convince me that Floyd Mayweather versus Adrian Broner's worth $100 million?
No.
Right.
But what they can do is bring
Triple G, maybe.
Triple G is there, especially with him saying the junior middleweight division. Floyd would love for that guy to lose 6 pounds to fight him at what, 34 years old? You're going to try to lose 6 pounds that you never have before? Please. That's a great setup. But also, Lee, if Floyd Mayweather was to come out of retirement and say get an opponent that can guarantee him 1 million buys, which a lot of opponents can, Floyd has that power. If he can somehow come out and have that man fight for 1 million, 2 million, right? Then everything else goes to Floyd, and Floyd knows he's going to win, and Floyd knows there's a possible Triple G matchup coming. There's a possible Canelo. There's a possible Thurman. If he sees all of these fights starting to line up for another big payday, I see him taking 100 million, 80 million guaranteed money to fight somebody that he's a 12-1 favorite against. And 1 million buys, Lee, is not hard for Floyd to generate. I think he has a following that would come to watch him, and it can't be an Andre Berto type fight.
No, it can't. It's got to be a big. Look, Floyd's caught in the same Manny Pacquiao trap. Okay, look. There are enough people that want to see Manny Pacquiao fight, but they only want to see Manny Pacquiao fight the right guy. Now you've got Floyd. Dude, the writing's on the wall. Because there's no way. I just don't see it. There's no way he's fighting Conor McGregor.
No, and that fight.
Nobody with a brain in their head is going to. Like, here's. Of all three of those fighters, Conor, Floyd, and Manny, okay? Everybody pay attention. The only one who has a real future is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor will have more UFC fights and make more money. He will have more chances for showcase fights. He will have chances to go to the WWE and make more millions of dollars. If he fights Floyd and looks like a freaking baboon, right? He's ruined his career. If he's embarrassed.
I've got a name that they probably can recycle just to see how the fans would feel. And this is just for a comeback, right? This is Floyd telling his people he needs to come out of retirement and get warmed up because he's going to fight Triple G, which he's probably lying, but I'm going to face Triple G in 2018. And I think it's Amir Khan. You got to go back to the Amir Khan. Floyd Mayweather versus Amir Khan would bring in 1 million buys. Amir Khan would fight for nothing because he's in debt right now and he has nothing. Amir Khan has tried to fight everybody since being knocked out by Saul Alvarez, and no one's answering the phone on him because there's bigger fights than him. Now with Floyd, I think you would have a lot of your TMT fans have always thought the world of Amir Khan because Floyd said he was good. Floyd almost had that fight with them. So Amir Khan has always had a special place in a lot of TMT fight fans' hearts. I think Floyd brings that fight back. I think you're going to see a lot of people saying Amir's bigger. Amir has just about the same speed as Floyd. Floyd hasn't fought in 2 years. I think this fight could get built into something as a comeback fight. Not this is Floyd fighting for greatness. This is being sold to the fans as Floyd getting prepared for the big match in 2018, whoever it is, Thurman, Triple G, or Canelo. And like I said, They might all be lies. He might not fight any of those guys, but his fans would go into the Amir Khan fight thinking this is just a comeback. That's one fighter Floyd's probably going to be looking at. Wouldn't even be surprised if they did it in the UK just so he sold out Wembley for the first time in his career. And it would sell out. I think Khan versus Floyd, Wembley Stadium, I think it sells out, Lee.
Okay. That's not going to happen either.
It's very possible.
Is that your prediction? It's Floyd is going to announce Amir Khan as his fight in June?
You know what? It has to be. It almost has to be.
No, it's going to be Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, will you stop with the Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao can make $5 million fighting Joe Horn. He's not going to want to make $5 million to fight Floyd, and that's all he's going to make. There's no money in the pot. There's no negotiating power for Top Rank. What do they have there? You are literally Floyd's bitch in that negotiating table. Floyd dominates everything. With Amir Khan, he has the 2 million people that follow him still on social media. He has his fan support in the UK that Floyd knows damn well we can tap into if we go over there. Listen, people, where's Gervonta Davis putting his first title defense up? Where was Floyd at this weekend? These things are adding up to Floyd making a comeback, right? He announced it in the UK, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Amir Khan possibly versus Floyd Mayweather for his comeback in 2017 in the UK. Sold out 100,000 seats. Come on.
So that's your final answer is Amir Khan.
I am in it because you know what, Lee? When I go to the junior middleweight division, super welterweight, however you call it, what are we looking at? Lara? Austin Trout? We know damn well he's not fighting any of the or now there's only one Charlo. Jamal Charlo is the only one left now. What is it, Jamal or Jamal? Jamal, I think. Yeah. I think Jamal left.
Just put the letter J and the word Charlo.
Yeah, one of them left. Jamal, one of them's gone, one of them stayed. So it's like the same guys there, right? They're twins anyways. The other guys, Lara, Trout, Veins. No, these dudes, none of these guys bring fan bases. None of them bring money. There's only one. And listen, before we even get into the comeback, you got to read Floyd's statement when he talked about coming out of retirement. He did say it's only for Conor McGregor, which does take me back to Floyd just like seeing his fucking name on every website, on every tweet, on ESPN, on Fox Sports. He loves Skip Bayless talking trash about him. He loves waking up in the morning and being able to turn on the TV and still hear that he's relevant. So it does take me back to the fact that Floyd did say he only is coming out for Conor McGregor. But if we are talking about a boxing return because there's too much money to leave on the table, you have to look at Amir Khan. There's nothing. He's used every other avenue. Marquez, Cotto, Timothy Bradley, do not see him making enough money for Floyd's comeback. I don't think that's a 1 million pay-per-view buy. In the junior middleweights, he doesn't need to face any of these new guys. These new guys are irrelevant to him. And Saul, he already beat. And Saul kind of looks like his schedule is going to be taken up for the next 2 years. At least you've got Chavez. Then it seemed like HBO was already ready to pitch Lemieux at him. And then a Triple G fight. So you can say Saul's booked for at least a year and a half. Triple G can possibly fight Floyd, but that wouldn't be in June. That's going to be Floyd's big payday. That's his $200 million payday. So, yes, Lee, my final answer, all of that being said, look for Floyd if he wants to make a return to the ring. Khan versus Floyd.
Wrong. Man, tomorrow night, next Saturday night, this Saturday night, Triple G is going to fight. He will win. We all know it. Triple G will drop to 6 pounds. If they can't make that deal happen, he's taking Manny Pacquiao. And if they can't make that deal happen, he's going to fight Conor. And then if there's nobody left and he desperately searches for an opponent all the way into May, then maybe I could see your Amir Khan thing. Just saying.
No, you're saying Triple G wins next Saturday and calls Floyd out after the fight, and they sign it for
Yep.
June.
Yep.
How many?
Yep. Yep. I sure
That's
do.
without Triple G even taking a break, and
I don't think he wants to. He's already in a gap.
he's
Remember,
34. Lee, that could be overtraining a fighter. Um,
not against Floyd.
Unless they run it for September, and Floyd was bullshitting about the return in June. Because that would be a lot. Abel Sanchez isn't here to ruin
I'm telling you,
Golovkin.
you and I have been down the Floyd Mayweather. I'm really gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna really fight this guy. The papers really say I'm really gonna fight this guy, and then he doesn't fight that guy.
No, of course, it's been his whole career, but it's worked for
That's
him.
his whole career.
It's worked for him.
So I think he's gonna keep saying Conor McGregor, Conor McGregor.
He says that because we won't.
And by the way, there is nobody talking besides Floyd at this moment.
Yeah, I know, Lee, because the UFC already put McGregor in his place. I already told you about that. The only ones holding up this fight is the UFC. McGregor would have signed 2 months ago. They don't want it. They don't want this link between guys who make hundreds, a few millions, to a guy that makes 200 million a fight. Because then your fighters are going to demand more. That's not the path they're going. So that fight is over. It's dead. Unless McGregor finishes his contract and then fights Floyd. But didn't he just sign a 4-fight deal? Conor has 4 fights left for the UFC, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
So that fight is dead. They're not doing it. Floyd does it because I'm telling you, the guy has an issue of not being relevant. He does. He loves for his name to be, what is it called, trending? He loves for Skip Bayless and them 6 a.m. Those guys are talking about you.
I agree.
He's going to come back for the money. We know he needs the money. Lee, I think Floyd, where was he at recent? Oh, yeah, he's in the UK. He was at the Headstones.
Yes, he's on tour.
Yeah, he's on tour. I mean, all paying probably out of his own pocket, too. And this is like the second, third time he's been around the world since the Pacquiao fight. I'm dead serious about this. If you really follow Floyd, this guy has been spending a whole lot of money these last 2 years.
Fight again.
That's exactly why he's going to fight again. And I'm telling you this, the UFC is dumb for passing that fight up because Floyd probably would have put himself in debt if he knew that McGregor fight was coming. He would have went on a fucking spending spree if he knew McGregor was signed. And that could have worked in favor of the UFC. But whatever. They don't want it. They don't want that star power. They love where the UFC's at right now. And that's all there is to it. And as long as you people think a UFC fighter could take on a world-class boxer, that's all they need. They've been selling that fucking thing for years now.
It will be the most single lopsided fight in boxing history.
It would be Holmes versus your Mike Tyson. What was that girl's name? The mini Mike? I remember that chick.
Here's the thing. Here's exactly what would happen. Conor would quit on the stool.
Lee, hey, that's why I wanted it. You know what, Lee? Didn't we do the switch on the Pacquiao Mayweather? That whole 5 years, this would be a hard fight. This would be a hard fight. When it finally got signed, we're like, I got Mayweather knocking out Manny Pacquiao. He's clearly going to beat him. Manny can't stop a right hand. Floyd has the best right hand in boxing. Over. That's game over. That fight, we blew that one out the water, and that was supposed to be our biggest fight of all time. We knew damn well Manny wasn't going to beat Floyd Mayweather. Then he has possibly a bum shoulder. Get out of here.
Possibly.
Get out of here.
Everybody didn't know about it, Andrew. You're making it sound like it was made up. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. Floyd does things that McGregor's never even seen, Lee. You're absolutely right. They would probably cancel that shit while he comes back to the corner. And you know what? And vice versa. Okay, UFC fans, I'll say vice versa if Floyd goes to the damn cage. Do you think Floyd ever seen someone take a shot on him?
I agree wholeheartedly.
It would look like it wouldn't be as bad as James Toney Couture because James is just so fucking fat. He didn't care. James Toney ripped Dana off of $1 million that night when he came in.
I thought he did a great job of getting $1 million.
Yeah, I know. No, he did, Lee, but he came in way overweight. They had to move the fight up. I mean, he robbed the UFC that day. He didn't give